Hey all, hope you have seen the previous video of this playlist. If not seen, please do watch. Now let's continue with this episode. After receiving divine blessings from Goddess Kali, Tenali Ramakrishna arrived in Vijayanagara, the grand capital of the Vijayanagara Empire, with dreams of serving the great Emperor Krishnadevaraya. He had already gained some fame for his intelligence and humor, but getting into the royal court was not easy. When Tenali first entered the court, he was given the role of a vidushak, court jester. However, Tenali was not an ordinary jester. His humor was filled with hidden wisdom. One day, the emperor wanted to test him and said, "Tenali, make me laugh. But if I do not laugh, you will be punished." Then Tenali bowed and said, "Your Majesty, before I begin, let me ask you something. Have you ever seen a donkey dance?" The king replied that, "No, never." Tenali smiled mischievously and said, "Then your Majesty should just look in the mirror when you are angry." For a moment, the court fell silent. Tenali's intention was to tell that angry person looks like dancing donkey, which states that angry person will look like galloping, as if dancing donkey looks like. Everyone held their breath, wondering if the king would be furious. But after a second, Krishnadevaraya burst into laughter. He was greatly impressed with Tenali's fearless and witty reply. From that day on, Tenali Ramakrishna was known as a man of intelligence and wisdom. One day, Krishnadevaraya wanted to know who among his ministers was truly wise. He gave each of them a small sealed box and said, "Inside each box there is a key to wisdom. You must open it tomorrow in court and explain its meaning to me." The next day, all the ministers opened their boxes and found them empty. They were confused. But when Tenali opened his box, he held it up proudly and said, "Your Majesty, this empty box is the greatest wisdom of all. It teaches us that the more we learn, the more we realize that how much we do not know. True wisdom lies in knowing that knowledge is endless." The king was amazed. He declared, "Tenali Ramakrishna is not only the wittiest man in the kingdom, but also the wisest." From that day onward, Tenali Ramakrishna was not only a court jester, but the king's most trusted advisor, guiding Vijayanagara with his intelligence, humor, and wisdom. Tenali continued to serve Emperor Krishnadevaraya with loyalty and brilliance. His humor and wisdom made the kingdom stronger, and his stories continue to inspire people even today. His journey from a mischievous young man to the king's most valued advisor proves that wit, intelligence, and a fearless attitude can open doors to greatness.